I'm Helen Beckett, editor of the Business Value Exchange here at Discover London. Businesses that wish to be effective and competitive in today's digital economy need to have end-to-end capability, both within the organisation and the entire supply chain. Now that's quite a tall order, and people are increasingly have to reach out and find partners to do that. Here today to talk about the partnership is Michael from Vodafone.
Hi Helen.
Hi Michael. So Enterprise Services and Vodafone, this is a strong partnership that goes back some way. You're customers to each other, suppliers to each other.
Yep.
How does it work?
HP and Vodafone, as you said, have a long relationship. It's quite broad. We are suppliers, customers to each other, but it's actually a bit more than that. We have strong executive relationships. The kind of services we buy from each other are not always the standard service. It could be strategic consultancy. We also have complementary capabilities. And that's very important when we try to look at trying to create partnering relationships. And the capabilities enable us to introduce to our clients, either separately or collectively, at lower cost or almost no cost, new features, new services, much faster to market than we'd be building ourselves. So you take the whole thing all together, and it's a great driver to create the strategic relationship we have between us.
That is the idea of the partnership game now, isn't it? You know, having synergies between your portfolios and being able to introduce assets, features much faster to market for the customer, for the mutual benefit. That sounds terrific. What kinds of organisations and customers have benefited from your alliance, your partnership so far?
Well, quite a broad range. But in fact, the point you made is really important. I was at a global conference around strategic partnering the other week, and they conducted a survey amongst Fortune 100 or 500 companies, and more than 50% of the CEOs have strategic partnering on their agenda for the next 3 years. And in terms of the clients that we service together, it's quite a broad range. We have one client in public sector, a very large government department, where we've taken the HP managed LAN capabilities. We've integrated it with the Vodafone communications infrastructure capabilities and are delivering very quickly, in fact, a differentiated service for that particular client. On the other extreme, from large government department to a paramedic organization in the country, we've enabled direct communication between the doctors in accident and emergency and the paramedic in the ambulance, literally as the ambulance is heading towards the hospital, hopefully to improve the outcome of treating the patient when it gets there, and sometimes even when they're en route.
Wow, that sounds like a terrific kind of synergy there, the communications, the data capability, making an impact, helping, saving lives even there, and also the big government customer, as you say. So these are partnerships, strategic partnerships, bringing fruit to bear in both these directions.
And there are also some simpler ones as well, which is important. So I don't want you to think it's just the high end. We have taken HP Helion capability into our cloud portfolio, which is very quickly gave us additional hybrid cloud capability, which we can take to our clients. Often we do that together, or we can lead. And at the very basic level, we're also looking at introducing HP's CPE capability to our clients, either to refresh their estate, which gives us a different conversation to have with our clients, changes the market perception about our capability. So there's quite a mix. And coming the other way, HP is learning how to take our communications infrastructure capability to differentiate themselves with their clients as well.
So huge diversity of capabilities and services that Vodafone and Enterprise Services together are delivering out to the market there. It must call for a lot of trust, a good way of working with each other. You've been at it a number of years. What tips do you have for other companies who are looking at this? As you said right at the beginning, CIOs, CEOs, it's right at the top of their agenda. What advice do you have to give them to them? Because you are the partnership expert.
Great question. The first thing I'd say is creating a partnership is not an easy task, and it doesn't happen overnight. And the mix is, we look at a few things. We look to see that we have complementary capabilities. We look to see that our strategy is also complementary. So there are certain organizations we would never partner with. But then we also look to see that there's real commitment from the executive level, or as we say, that the relationships are broad and that they're deep as well. And you have to constantly be refreshing it. So what worked for year 1 or 2 market's going to change, capabilities are going to change. You have to make sure you're constantly looking at how you can keep that relationship fresh and delivering the value to the clients, which is what it's all about.
So there you go. Thank you very much, Michael. You have to work at this relationship to keep it fresh. That sounds like sound advice. And it's an essential thing if you're going to keep ahead of the game in today's digital economy and remain competitive. So many thanks for sharing that advice and insight.
Pleasure. Thanks, Helen.